Hello, all my Flin Flon School Division colleagues and friends. I'm just offering a PD kind of mini session on Friday, December the 4th, to kind of talk about some different ways of doing multicam streaming, ways to play with Google Meet and alter it and tinker with it a bit to make it a little bit more useful for you. So let's take a look at some of the things we're going to do on Friday. I want to keep it to about 20 to 30 minutes. So the first thing I can do is I can switch between cameras here. So you can see Friday, December 4th, 11 a.m. Just send me an email and I can invite you. Things we're going to be looking at, multicam streams. Oh, by the way, you can do screen sharing. So now you're looking at my screen down here and I can move between documents and things like that. And you can see behind the scenes as well. I've kind of got a camera here, a computer here, and a camera there, as well as different inputs for them. So that's kind of interesting too. Let's get back to what we're doing. So we're going to do multi-camera streaming using something like this, which is something that we could use in the future or kind of get per school, where you can really just simply put in all the inputs you want and start recording directly to a hard drive instantly and uploading that to YouTube without any problems. This is a little bit more advanced, probably not what we'll spend most of our time on, but it's cool to see what you can do. Another thing we'll be looking at is document cams and screen sharing in Google Meet. So what I mean by that is kind of looking like this and going into the settings and seeing what kind of things we can do here with the video. You can change to different cameras. For example, now I'm using the document cam on my, and look, it looks inverted, so we can talk about that, but when you're broadcasting it, the people that are watching, it wouldn't be inverted, but you can switch to a document cam in a Google Meet. You can switch back to your regular cameras, and you can also do screen sharing to share your screen within a Google Meet and change between them. Let's see here. Another thing we're going to look at is the stream quality and Bluetooth. Let's take a look at that for a second. Here we go. And that's simply doing things like this in the settings area and talking about why you might want to change your resolution for sending, and in the audio settings, why you might want to, depending on what you're doing, use Bluetooth as opposed to different internal options and external options, why you might want to use a Bluetooth headset. Mostly talking about kind of when you're in the classroom, say you had some students in the class, but some watching online. If you had this, you could talk to them clearly, no matter where you were in the classroom, and you could also hear anybody online talking to you. Just little things. And then lastly here, I just wanted to kind of talk about future applications with the setup using kind of Chromebooks and Google Meet, or maybe even using something fancy like this, where it would be useful or practical, maybe for sub plans and things like that in the future. Not too crazy to get your head around this. It's actually just plugging in as many cameras as you want and switching between them with buttons. And maybe just one of the things I was thinking about was building a question bank of kind of tech questions, or I'd like to do this, how could I maybe do that, what do you think of this, and maybe sharing with each other, because we might have solutions for each other, for everybody doing things kind of a little bit differently in their classrooms, and some people might have solutions to some of your problems that you're still wrapping your head around. I'm going to tailor this for absolute beginners who have the basic questions about just plugging things in and setting them up, and then some more specific questions as we go along. And I'd like to keep it to 20 or 30 minutes and kind of build a bank of questions or ideas. And then maybe at the end of the month when we have that extra day, or later on in a couple weeks, we could come back to them and see if we've come up with some solutions or some creative ideas to kind of make things a little bit better for everybody as we are getting used to something like this in the future. So once again, December 4th, 11 a.m., send me an email, tsytnick@ffsd.mb.ca, multicam streaming, document cams, recording, stream quality, Bluetooth, future applications, and a question bank and help. Just mail me and I'll invite. This is cool. Look at this. You can do picture-in-picture on here too. Oh, there I am talking to you while looking at a document cam. Pretty neat. I could see some uses for that in the future. Anyway, hope to see you there. Send me an email and maybe you've got some knowledge you'd like to share too. We can kind of work on it together. We'll just make a big meet and see who joins up. We'll see you soon. Cheers.